So when you buy a house, many people fill out paperwork to have it classified as a homestead.
Yes.
I did not know what that meant.
You got to check that thing, yeah.
Right now. I did, but I didn't know what it meant. I was just told to do it. It means it's your primary residence. So now you know. Well, the word homestead has another meaning as well, one that Elizabeth is very familiar with.
I have a little website, a blog called Home to Homestead. You know, it's a basic blog, guys. There's nothing fancy about it. Turns out, though, you don't have to live on 20 acres to have a homestead either. So we asked Julie and Daniel DeRoche from the DeRoche Realty Group and EXP Realty to stop by and talk a little bit about the rising trend of homesteading and how you might want to get started. I love this idea. Look at that. So Julie, first of all, if you're going to have a homestead, you have to dress the part, and you totally did. You just need like a big hat and some sort of basket overflowing with greens.
Pick up your eggs.
I know. Can we try that butter you were churning off camera? That'd be great.
Good. All right, but let's talk about what homesteading is. When your clients are coming to you with kind of this idea of their life, what are they looking for?
I think it's like becoming more reliant on stuff that you grow.
Yes.
It's not like, it's taking it from maybe having a garden in the backyard, because it can be as simple as having a garden in the backyard, but then you're canning that food that comes from the garden. You're learning how to preserve it, all the way up to you want to buy a farm and have cattle and all these sorts of animals, and so it's a very wide range, but I think it's becoming kind of reliant on stuff that you can make, that you can, grow your own, make your own food.
I looked at it really with me as the principle of, I didn't want my house to be something that I just always had to be putting money into. I wanted to be getting something out of it, and it's just been a really nice perspective for me to have on any home. And we have only done this in the city. I've only done this in Minneapolis, but so that idea of a homestead, it doesn't necessarily have to be way out in the sticks. No. We love the sticks, but it could be anywhere.
It can be anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. You could literally do it. I know people that you can start doing it at your townhouse.
Yes.
Do it at a townhouse. So you can do it
Not
wherever
chickens.
you are.
Not chickens.
Not chickens.
Not chickens.
Yeah,
Maybe the HOA will allow chickens.
You just have to get on that HOA board, friends.
That's right. Okay, so Daniel, so when people are looking and they talk to you guys and they say, like, here's our checklist of things that we want, and they want to do some of these things, they want to have the property sort of give back to you. What sort of things are they looking for then?
Well, it does. There's a big spectrum. Like,
Right.
the chickens is probably the number one that I get for sure, because it is, I don't want to call it easy. Let's be clear. There's still some work there. You still need to have some skills.
It's easy. I'm an owner. It's easy. Yeah.
The first year it's not.
Okay,
It takes
fair.
time.
Okay.
And you have to be careful of all the rules and regulations. But then the next one I hear a lot of is bees to make honey.
Yes.
We were I was at a 100-acre farm this morning. I shouldn't call it a farm. I could call it a homestead place.
Yeah.
They get 600 pounds of honey a year.
Wow.
600 pounds. That's a lot of freaking jars of honey. But, if somebody's coming to us that wants to have cows and pigs, yeah, we're not doing that in the Twin Cities.
Right.
You have to step outside. But everybody's coming to us with all different things. Like, some people want to get into it for just the health benefits of it. Like, Julie probably eats, 2-4 eggs every single day?
Yeah.
And she's not a fan of buying them at the store. She wants to go to a farmer and get them. So there's a lot of people that want that ability and don't want to have to go to the stores for some of this stuff.
So you have to think about, okay, how much land do we want, the water access, outbuildings in order to be able to do the things that you want. And then the zoning is a big thing. And when people ask me about chickens, I always say the first thing you have to do is check with your municipality, because the range is wild. And towns that you think might have really livestock friendly ordinances actually might not.
Yep.
Especially in the suburbs.
Yeah, you can go to your realtor and start by just saying, hey, this is what I want to do. Find out what cities within this quadrant allow those types of things.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple call. But then from there, yeah, you really want to find so speaking about the water, even electricity, outbuildings, like even just putting, some places you can't put an outbuilding. Obviously, the further you get from the city, the more you can. But even now, like some of the higher end developments out there that are like 2.5 acre developments that have a big house and a big garage attached, they don't allow outbuildings. You can't grow corn in your yard in some of the associations.
Interesting.
Yeah, you got to know the rules.
You have to know the rules.
So what about even like fencing? That's got to be an issue that I never even thought about though, right?
Huge, yep. Like a lot of those neighborhoods, even out in the country, if you get out on like 10 acres or something, there's still some rules, but not controlled by an association. But a lot of those acre, 2 acre, 3 acre developments, they don't allow fencing at all. Like literally the documents will say, but some will. Like I'm working on one right now, they allow goats and chickens. but it has to be done. Like the fence can't be some rickety homemade chain link fence. It has to be a really nice fence.
Yeah.
It's got to have an aesthetic to it. Okay,
Yeah.
Julie, there are other things that people are looking for in their property, and maybe it's not necessarily just about the acreage, but if you want to start canning, if you want to start growing things, what do you want? What are some of those other little things that you want to think
You have
about?
to think, if you want to start growing things, I think you pull up to a big wooded lot and you think this is beautiful, but you need a lot of sunlight.
Yeah.
So you have to think about like where are we going to grow stuff, where can we position the garden? You know, you can't, like if you're in a suburb, you can't maybe put a garden in your front yard.
Right,
So you have
right.
to think about that.
Yep.
Does the backyard face the right way? Does it face south? Are you going to get sunlight there? Inside stuff, where are you going to store all this stuff?
Yeah.
Do you start like canning and stuff? Do you have a pantry? Do you have a cold, dry place? You don't want to keep your canned goods out on the counter.
Yeah.
With sun coming
A
in.
basement area for like a root cellar kind of a setup
Absolutely.
is nice.
And a big thing we see kind of is there areas to be more self-reliant if something were to happen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a wood burning stove. Like that's kind of a big one that people think of. Like if we do lose energy,
Right.
you know, we do lose electricity, do we have a heat source?
These are
Those
the
kind of
prepper
things.
people.
Yes,
Here
that's who I
for
get a lot
it.
of calls from is the people that want to prep. They want that solar, they want that wood burning fireplace, they want the ability to have those animals and nobody can tell them they can't. And a well.
Yeah.
I think you also have to know what's around you too, because I do hear stories of people buying property and then they realize that there's a farm next door that is spraying a ton of pesticides,
Yeah.
and then they're like, I wanted to be out here to grow my own organic food, and then I've got pesticides wafting over and into our water source. That's important to remember.
A lot of people don't think about that. Slightly off topic, but on topic, like even golf courses, the same type of thing. People want to have some planters with
right.
tomatoes growing, and they're putting them on the back of their yard. Well, the golf course is spraying back there. So
Yeah.
same type of thing. If you want that vegetable type thing outside, you got to be smart about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Daniel, put yourself in the buyer's shoes. So we've talked about all the things on the outside or whatever. Like, what sort of questions should you be asking yourself if you look at a magazine like, oh, I want to be a homesteader.
I want to wear Julie's dress.
I want to wear Julie's dress. Like, what sort of things should the buyers be thinking about themselves?
There's a lot. Like that 100 acres I just walked, I'm sitting over there, and my friend says, hey, there's a wood tick crawling up your shirt. So are you okay being really outdoorsy? Okay, you have to think about that. And then the further drive to stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, Whole Foods is probably not sitting right beside where you want to grow your, so you have to think about that. Uber, Lyft, like drive times, getting to the cities for shows. Are you handy, or are you going to have to hire someone every
Yes.
time something breaks?
Yeah.
There's a lot to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to have a realistic idea. This is such a good conversation. I love talking about this. You got that tick off, you didn't you?
One of them.
Okay.
Oh gosh. You got to go. You got to get out.
When I saw this topic come up today, I'm like, oh, Liz brought this.
I love it. This is
Thanks.
the conversation that we love. Okay, very good stuff. Julie and Daniel are the people to ask.
That's right. So if you want to raise chickens or just grandchildren, the DeRoche Realty Group and eXp Realty will help you find the perfect property that fits your lifestyle. We posted their contact information on TwinCiesLive.com.